So, this is not the usual type of videos, but I really wanted to share this with you, with anyone who needs it. Let's just sit together and let me hold your hand while I say that to you. And I say that to myself first, because I'm in this very same situation. You do not need to remind anyone that you exist. We should just stop making excuses and infantilizing people, thinking, yeah, but maybe he or she will reply or anything. If I always have to send a text first to have a conversation with you, then it's a no. Let's just sit there, you and me, in silence and take advantage of this quietness to acknowledge this together. If it takes days, weeks, or forever for them to come back to you, they do not care. If they don't come back to you after you stop texting within 1 or 2 days, being worried like, are you sad or anything going on? Or just, catching up on you, asking for news or updates, they do not care. They can just live a life without you, and you have to accept it. And it hurts, and I know that if you say it out loud, it makes it real, and I know it's scary. I know they told you all these pretty things, and now you're just second guessing everything they've said. You're questioning everything they told you before. I know they told you that you could yap as much as you wanted to. They will always be interested in what you say. They say they don't mind you talking so much to them. They don't mind you going back to them any time of the day. They just want you to be yourself with them and all that. But the thing is, behavior is a language. And if they say all these things, but their behavior is saying otherwise, and by otherwise I mean they don't reply to you or take forever to reply, they leave your last text unread, they don't reach out by themselves, they purposefully ignore certain things you say, they're not as much invested as they used to be, it is over. They are losing interest. I like to say nobody forgets about you in a span of a night. Nobody forgets about you overnight. If you've been playing online with this person, you guys added each other as friends on the game. They see when you're online, and so do you. They will not forget about that 3-hour long Discord call you've just had. They will not forget that you've been watching this Netflix show together. They will not forget about the notification they've just received when you send a text. They will not forget about the conversation because you're literally at the top of their contact list. You're the last person who reached out, so your DMs are open, right on top of every other conversation. If they made enough time for you in the first few days, they're totally able to keep doing that. And if they're not, they're totally able to say why they're not. Oh yeah, I'm very busy lately. This week is crazy. I have a deadline for this project. I can't reach out as much as I want, but I catch you up during the weekend. Whatever. All these, it took 5 seconds. Not even that long. Maybe a minute if you want to type it out. What I'm saying is, you don't have to remind anyone that you exist. If they don't reach out, if they don't want to spend time with you spontaneously, if it doesn't come naturally from them, like, yeah, I want to spend time with this person. Oh yeah, I want to chat with them. Oh, this person is online, I want to play with them. Oh, what if I call this person? If the person you're thinking about is here and it has been a few days since you haven't talked to them and you've been in the getting to know each other stage, talking to them every day, they're not forgetting about you. They're just making their choice not to interact with you. I don't really believe in someone being such things as a bad texter or being nonchalant about those things, because back when you've just added each other, they were always available for you, and now we're a month in. Where is that energy? Where did it go? If you're interested in someone, you keep the thing going because you want to. You want to reach out. to know about their day, to spend time with them. But they don't do that with you, do they? And now you can just keep pushing for it and get the small crumbs of attention, and there are no more funny memes, there are no more cute nicknames, there are no more anime gifs. The conversation is just painful, straight, cold, distant, and not funny, not quirky, not entertaining anymore. Just a flow of words, and 75% of the conversation is just you desperately trying to revive the vibes and barely getting any replies. Or you can just sit here in silence and watch this relationship slowly dying down and just accept that it is okay. It's okay. It could have been a few weeks, a month, 2 months, maybe more, maybe less. It's okay. I know it's scary to go back to that moment where you don't have any interest in anyone else and you're thinking about your moments together, whether it was dates, whether it was funny things together and all that. And sometimes you have, I don't know, pictures together, voice recordings, presents, whatever memories of these times they spent with you, and you had so much fun. But as fun as it was a time, it was a moment, and now it's done. It's just gone. And I'm still holding your hand when I say that I know it's scary. I know it feels lonely. I know you're feeling disappointed, sad, jealous even, because maybe there is someone else that caught their attention and you just feel like you're not enough. In a span of 1 month, people usually ghost me. Sometimes it's even less. Sometimes the conversation dies down by itself on both sides, and it's better like that. But most time, I'm very much more invested than the other person. And you know what? It's fine. I was telling myself that maybe it's because I was too boring, maybe I was too something or not enough something else. But I also want to say that maybe I'm just not the right type of person in that specific case, and that's fine. Maybe it's just not the right time, maybe it's just not the right person, not the right setting, whatever. You cannot be liked by every single person you meet. And even though the vibes were amazing and the whole thing felt too good to be true, you two seem to be on the same wavelength and all. I also want to believe that it is better to stay in the truth, in this reality, and to face it, instead of pushing and pushing and pushing only to get some crumbs. In the end, you need to find someone who would love and respect you and enjoy their time with you no matter what. And I know that's hard to say, and I know that's even harder to imagine, especially when it never happened to you. But the first thing is that I want to believe that there is someone on this earth, among these 7 billion people, that would enjoy my company enough, like me as a person enough, to want to stay with me. And secondly, even if that's not the case, and I know that one is very, very hard, because on one hand, I get that feeling of needing a partner, even just on a biological level. You need to reproduce, the hormones and stuff. I know it's awful to say it like that, and it makes it very animal, but yeah, on a biological level, you need to reproduce and you need a suitable partner to settle down. And on a personal level, we all have these Disney-like romance dream in our head and think about getting married and having this couple goal and all that. But getting married is such an investment, because you're picking one single person to live the rest of your life with, hopefully. You're going to live with them. You're going to be every single day with them. Maybe have kids, maybe other projects. It sounds very stressful, because how could you be sure that you've picked the right person? And also, I feel like when it's about one-off, if not the biggest investment of your life, maybe you should focus on other things first. Whatever your professional situation is, your relationships with your families, your friends. There's so many things that you could focus on first before rushing into searching for love. I feel like, and that's very important, I really feel like we've put romantic love on a pedestal, underestimating other types of love that are just as important, especially when you're single, because these are the only ones you have, so these are the most important type of love. Cherish your friends, cherish your family, spend as much time with them as you can, reach out to them, because in the end, like I said, there's so many more types of love. Focusing on your love for God if you have faith, building and growing your connection with Him, loving your pets if you have some. And even outside of living beings, something material or not, your love for any hobby, any skill, any art, anything you have on the side, just focus on other love that you have in your life. And about the rest, I don't think you have to worry about it. Eventually, someone will notice you and treat you right, just like you deserve. Hopefully, it happens sooner than you expect.